Hey, what's up guys, Steve here, and welcome back to the channel. So today, as promised, we're back in Fernbus, and we'll be checking out the new Czech DLC, and we'll also be checking the new bus that has just been released. So the new bus is the top class Double D, which is a new double-decker bus that's just, well, probably been released in the last probably couple of months. So we're going to be heading over to the Czech Republic, so we'll be starting off probably somewhere around Germany area and then heading on down. So let's head on over to the map and we'll see what route we're going to set up today. Alright guys, so it'll be a short route today that we'll be carrying out. So we're just heading here from Dresden all the way down into Prague. You can see all the DLC map that we have here. So we have Prague, Pilsen, yeah, I'm not going to try and pronounce that one, Brno, and then all the way to Ostrava on the coast. So obviously we haven't unlocked any stops. This is the closest stop that I actually had to the DLC that I could actually use. So yeah, we'll head on through. We'll probably head down to Prague today, and then in the next episode we'll probably end up going from Prague to Pilsen and then down here, and then the last one will probably be from Prague, Brno and Ostrava. Let's head on over to our bus selection and we'll see what bus we're going to use today. So this will be the bus that we're using today. So it is a CMC Top Class S 531DT. As you can see, it's a double-decker bus. I'm using it in the Flixbus skin today because for some reason all of my skins that I had before after the last update has decided to delete them. So I need to spend a bit of time sorting those out. But that's for another day. I didn't really have time to set up today. So we'll head on over to the depot where we'll be starting off today's route, and we'll have a quick look around the bus and show you a few of the features, and yeah, take it from there. So you can see in front of us the new bus in its lovely Flixbus logos. It's a lovely sunny day today, so we'll have plenty of opportunity to have a look around the bus. So on the outside, as you see, traditional sort of CMC bus in the normal livery. Good looking model, I think, from the outside. You've got all your luggage compartments at the back and a twin door, so your diesel should now open. There we go. So you've got fire extinguisher, storage space in there, and then the side ones there. So we'll obviously have to use these at some point in that. Working rear door, hopefully. Working rear door, yep, there we go. So it allows access at the back, and in the back here we've got bathroom and staircase to the top. Looking through the main passenger area, yeah, as you can see, we've got the traditional Flixbus colours, so greens on the headrests, and a very well modelled interior, as all the buses are. Working front door, yeah, there we go. Little drop seat there, which people can use, and then yeah, the stairs into the top story of the car. Wow, look at this. Okay, so it's a big old glass roof, the whole length of the bus, which is really cool. Doesn't seem to be any monitors. Maybe that drops down from there. Maybe that's a monitor. Rows on rows of seats. Very nice interiors, and yeah, so this big old roof. This is lovely. I'm gonna imagine if you're up here and you were on a nice sightseeing trip. You could see everything, especially if it was even above you. So back down the rear stairs, and yeah, let's head on into the bus, and we will start up and get ready to go. There we go. Right, all started. So let's have a look at the different views. So let's turn on some lights. That's the cabin, sorry, driver's light. Let's turn on the cabin lights, upper deck lights, reading lights should be on. Be wanting to turn on. Right, maybe we'll have to go to that one. Right, let's turn some of these. Got a lot of buttons here, isn't there? So that's passenger monitor. Sorry, driver monitor on passenger monitor. There we go. I thought it did. Drop down. So yeah, that's got all your route information on it. Let's turn the sign on. Don't worry about announcements. All the dashboard. You've then got the speedo. All the different buttons and stuff downside here, so lots of I said well designed buttons. All your Wi-Fi clearance and stuff's there. Handbrake with cup holder and start stop button. Turn some of these on manually, so let's turn on the Wi-Fi clearance, coffee clearance, toilet clearance, window shades we don't need, driver's window heating we don't need. Okay, probably don't need all of those, so let's go back to that one. And then yeah, got your outside views here with all your lights and everything on. So let's try. There you go. See, so you've got, well, I've got quite a lot of different light options, high beams, everything as well. So I think that's pretty much everything in terms of today's bus setup. So let's head on over to the bus station, and yeah, I'll catch you guys when we're a little bit closer towards the bus stop, when we're ready to start picking people up. So that was literally just a short hop round the corner, but we are here at Dresden departure. So we've got a few people, as you can see, waiting just here on the side, ready for pickup. There's quite a bit of luggage, so I must remember to set up the luggage. So let's head on in, let's jump out, open our doors, let's go and open our luggage compartments. Go. Cool, and let's start checking these people in. There's quite a few people here, so let's quickly run around and check these people. Cool, this person wants to buy a ticket, so cool. So we're going to Prague, so let's select that from the drop down menu. So one thing you might have noticed as I'm checking these people in is a few updates. So obviously there's been a few updates to Fernbus since we've been here last. Some of the people, some of the cars have all changed into something similar to the bus. So you should see some new stuff as we're going around. There's been a whole load of other changes as well. Cool. So that's everybody by the looks of it. Oh no, this one. Go, you want a ticket, that's fine. Okay, right, let you get on. So let's shut these doors. Perfect, everyone's on board, so let's sit down. Let's shut the front door. Okay, it's good. How are we doing for time? So we need to skip forward just a little bit to time because we are a bit early, so let's just jump forwards. Here we go, so got a minute to go. Cool, everything's set. To do the announcements. Where is the announcements button? I've just got a new button, well not button, new button box. I've just got a new skin for my Sim dashboard. So for those that don't know, I use Sim dashboard for a lot of my button boxes. It's a digital button box that works on any Android device. Right, let's just do it manually. There we go, that's perfect. So that's working now. So let's hit start. So that's fine. So we're ready. Yep, just about hear that, so that's good. So yeah, so that's something that I use. It does have some pre-made kind of skins for it, which are really helpful. It's really good if you are looking for something and you don't fancy actually like a physical button box, then it is really good. It does have some limitations, but there's a lot of great community designs out there as well that you can use that are already preloaded onto your buttons, and yeah, they're really good. As I say, I've been using them for loads of different things. I'll be honest, a lot of the Fernbus ones, God, let's turn that announcement off quickly. A lot of the tourist bus ones and Fernbus ones actually do carry over to the same, I guess because it's pretty similar buttons across the two, which is really good, and yeah, it's really helpful. Alright, so we've left the station. So as you see, we've got about 221 kilometers to go until our destination in Prague, and we should get there somewhere around just before 10 to 3. So wait for this light to go green and we'll head on through. Here we go. Good. Alright, perfect. So definitely feel the weight of this bus. It definitely feels a lot more sluggish compared to some of the smaller coaches that we've been using, but that's to be expected. It's a bit like driving the Skyliner or the previous sort of, or the newer double decker. For the love of me, I cannot remember the name of it now, but yeah, it's initial impressions, sort of first impressions are pretty good. As I say, it's very in terms of its design, very similar to the last release bus, but I think it's good. It looks good here on the road. It looks very at home, I suppose, with the Flixbus livery. Something slightly different to when we normally have our own skins on them. But yeah, I'll probably get around to doing a skin for this at some point. But just everything at the moment seems really hectic and really busy, so I haven't had a chance to really do much, which is probably why this video may be a little bit late. So I apologise if this video is a little bit later than planned. Yeah, life's just got sort of super busy for me at the minute. So there's plenty of stuff still to do. We are just going to have to wait at this red light. There seems to be quite a few red lights here in Dresden. There's one of the new cars there, just waiting to turn right. Looks like a sort of like Range Rover Velar kind of looking car. But yeah, so that obviously a lot of the new cars have been ported across. So that new Mercedes van as well. There's a big lorry on the left hand side of the lights as well. So yeah, I think the new cars have definitely refreshed some of the traffic in this game. Alright, we're heading out of Dresden, so wait for this light to go green and we'll head on through. Here we go, good. We've got, says we should be in the left lane. I don't trust this sat nav at the moment. The last couple of routes I've done, I've followed the sat nav explicitly in certain lanes, and it's ended up putting me in the wrong lane, where I've ended up getting sort of stuck in the wrong lane or trying to go the wrong way at set traffic lights, and it doesn't really help. It's not really ideal when you're trying to squeeze your way in with a massive coach like this, and having to cut cars up or wait for the queue to go, because invariably the queues are extremely long when you're in the towns, and there's no sort of respite for that. Alright, so we've got so we're going straight over, so I think we should be fine in this lane. So yeah, lots of new stuff to do. I say for those that have been catching up with the channel recently, say we've got some new stuff that we're trying. The road maintenance simulators seem to be getting some good views. I will be back on regular bus content coming soon. I know we've tried a few different things recently, such as that and some Roblox train sim sort of train games. We will be back to some more bus games now, I promise. We'll get this Fernbus episode through, and then so probably back in Bus Sim 21, trying to get a few more jobs done in that one. Anyway, sorry, we're coming off here. So yeah, and then probably after that, say I really want to get back into Tourist Bus. Ever since the release of it on the next gen consoles, we've had a lot more views on the episodes on the channel, so it'd be good to get back in and see if anything's changed, try and do a few more jobs maybe, see how we can get on. It's a real shame, and I'm really surprised that they didn't do this. It's a real shame that this bus hasn't gone across. For those that play both, or this and Tourist Bus, you know that the last few DLCs, also the majority of the DLCs to be fair, have always been cross compatible. You've always had the ability to use them in either this or Tourist Bus. This one hasn't. I'll be honest, it's been so long since I've been in Tourist Bus. I'm not sure if that counts for the last couple of DLCs, to be fair, but it's a real shame. I would have liked to have tried this massive coach through some of the windy roads in like Esquinizo, for example, but for some reason they've decided that that's not something they want to do, which is a shame. I guess that'd be a question for them as to will it ever come across. I guess with the release on next gen consoles, they're probably trying new things, trying to get a new audience, and so it's good that it's made its way across after being out for so long on PC. But yeah, it would be good to see this bus and maybe a few more ported across. Alright, so we're just going through some roadworks now, just coming out the other side now. They're just resurfacing a bit of the motorway there on the right hand side by the looks of it. So yeah, we're just coming through. There we go, so 60, so that's fine. So made it through without hitting anything, which is always a bonus. Obviously they've done some updates to the bus as well, so if you've caught the latest updates, I think they're sort of planning for a new route. They've introduced a few few new versions of the Scania bus that's in there. Basically some slightly longer, some with more doors, and stuff like that. That is a video that I'll be looking to try and do. I know it's been out for a while, but it's been so long since we've been in the bus as well. It'd be good to give you an overview of the different buses and maybe try another route or something. So there is a new route I think coming up, which they teased on the Aerosoft YouTube channel, which has someone's phone ringing in the back. Yeah, which has got I think it's got like the trip to the zoo, I think it was titled. So that is something that's coming out. The development tree and the roadmap that they've put out is, I don't think they've got dates on it. It didn't seem to have plans of what was coming out and when. Speeding. Yeah, didn't seem to have dates and stuff, but mainly sort of waypoints and stuff of what they were expecting to do and when. By the looks of things, a lot of stuff that was in development is pretty close to being completed. So yeah, it should just be good to see a little bit more variety in that. I say just to get, a little bit of a new sort of route, new line. I know they're talking about things like multiplayer in that, which would be good. As I say, it'd be good to get a little bit of new stuff. There's not a lot in terms of I suppose development on that at the minute, but no, it'd be good to see a little bit more. Maybe that next route come out and we can try something a little bit different. Right, so we made it round that sort of turning there onto the next motorway. Well, there's a bit of tree hanging out of the road. Right, let's move over so we don't go back on again. Cool, and then yeah, looks like we're just rejoining the dual carriageway here. I've got a button on my button box that says cruise control. I don't know whether it works. Due to the fact I'm slowing down, I guess it does. No, maybe it does. Maybe it does. Okay, let's speed up to 60 and see if it does actually hold 60. There you go, let's try that. Let's see if that's going to work. Just as we're going around a tight twisty bend, we decide to keep it at 60. Right, there's nothing coming, so let's join there. Cool, we go to 80. So let's see if this will hold it or whether it reverts back to 60. Right, we're heading uphill, and I guess there's nothing there. Look at that car in front. It's the only thing I've noticed recently since one of the last updates is the glitchiness. It seems to be a little bit more glitchy than it used to be. There's a lot more textures that aren't working quite right. They seem to be popping in and out. Cars seem to be floating. I don't know, as I said, I don't know if that is a repercussion of the last update. Oh god, okay. Yeah, so I don't know if that's a repercussion of the last update or whether it's just something that's happening. But yeah, I mean, a lot of as the cars get further in distance, they seem to just disappear. They seem to kind of just fade out, which I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to be. I do like the new cars though. There is a lot more variety on the new cars. There's a lot more, say you see the vans and stuff. There's a lot of new cars, say, that have come across from the bus. So it's good to see different things on the roads. The traditional cars that were floating around in the game were quite similar. So it's good to see there's new stuff out. And lots of variety back on the roads. Right, so just go past this rest area. Quite a big rest area, to be fair, there on the right hand side. Lots of parking. Obviously, we don't need to park, but yeah. So there's a lot of new bits. I know that's kind of like one of those wildlife bridges that they have, where you can allow the wildlife to cross the motorway without getting run over by every car and bus that's on the road. Right, so we're cresting this hill. You see. Try not to crash. We do see loads of different the buildings and stuff in the valley there on the left. Oh, nearly hit the van. Oh no, too busy looking at the scenery and not paying attention to the road. Sorry, my bad. Let's concentrate on the driving and not the scenery, and try not to hit things. Alright, so we managed to keep to speed, so let's stick the cruise control on, see if that's going to keep us at a constant speed. Cool, that's good. So hopefully should be. Let's try for an overtake here. Oh, just as it goes down to 80, it decides to. We decide to make that manoeuvre. Right, that's fine. We can probably just about. I don't think we're going to score major points for this route today. We seem to have had a bit of a shocker, to be fair, with sped quite a lot, and we've hit a car, and we'll probably end up doing something else by the time the end of this route comes up. So yeah, probably not going to score massive points on this route today, but it's good that we're sort of heading on into the Czech Republic, and it will at least allow us to make some sort of routes from there further on. Well, look at that, we are massively speeding. Right, yeah, so let's slow that down. Right, is there anything there? No, it doesn't look like it. Right, I'm going to tuck in here because it seems to be the fact that we aren't keeping to speed very well. So we'll follow this truck and try and maintain a safe distance. Okay, then it goes to 130, really. So we can go to 100 because obviously that's what a bus is restricted to in these speed limits. Right, what's this? Lots of new signs coming up, so I couldn't read any of them as we were going past them too quickly. But you can see how the scenery has changed actually as we've sort of headed through. A bit more wooded, there's a lot more trees, there's a lot less open ground compared to where we were before. I'm not going to try and look around because, as I say, I probably will end up crashing again. Okay, we've got a tunnel to go through. There's another Flix bus in front of us. So good, we've got our lights on, so it should be fine for going into the tunnel. Don't need to turn them on. There we go. So we've got 70. So the speed limit didn't change, but it does say 70 above us. So let's stick to 70 and make sure that we aren't speeding too heavily. Oh, someone else's phone is ringing in the back there. They're definitely new sounds. I don't remember hearing phones in the last one. There's a lot of voices as well, but they're quite muffled in this one, I guess because there isn't that many people and it's quite a big bus. It's quite muffled, you can't hear them talking that much. I'll see if I shut up for a minute, see if you can hear anything. No, nothing new. No one's talking today, so just the sound of me speeding through the Czech Republic at speeds above the speed limit. Alright, anyway, so let's carry on through. We've got 95 kilometers to go. What is the time? It is 25 past 1. So yeah, hopefully we're not going to end up being too early. The last couple of these that I've done, as I say, I've ended up being early, late. So maybe we can be somewhere on time in this one. Right, cool. So we're going through. Yeah. So what else we got to do? So we've got hopefully some new OMSI episodes coming up. There's a new bus pack that's just been released. It is a paid DLC for the Velling. Is it Velling buses? The Master Bus buses. So that's coming out, or just come out, sorry, at the time of recording this video. And there's some new maps, as I say, the fellow films map pages, project pages is the word I was looking for, do show quite a few new projects coming out. As I say, the one that's probably most exciting for me is the one that's loosely based around the Oxford area. As I said in previous videos, it is pretty close to where I am, so it'd be good to see that one, and the development pictures that have been added to the post thread look really good. It's looking really promising, so I can't wait for that to come out. We will be back in OMSI again soon, probably see if we can't maybe do a few episodes. We have got obviously quite a few episodes of OMSI on the channel. If there's a specific map that we've done that you want to see us revisit or do a different route on, obviously trying to keep up to date with the latest maps, but I'm conscious that there's a lot of different maps that we've been to, and we've probably only maybe done one route on, or maybe two routes on. So if there's something that I've done in the past that you fancy seeing again, or seeing a different route of, then yeah, just put that in the comments box down below, and we'll try and maybe revisit a couple of the ones that we've done previously, and see how we can get on. But maybe that's something for the future. Okay, let's pull in. Yeah, maybe one for the future. So 70 kilometers out. Some sort of weird power station maybe on the right. Not sure what that is, like some double domed kind of building with a big old smokestack on it. Right, let's come around. So we've got like farm buildings and barns in front of us. Oh, and the road turns to the left there, remember. Let's say hunting shed. So yeah, opens up again. Got a little bit more. What's that? It's like a solar farm there. Yeah, look at that. It's like a solar energy farm. That's really cool. I love that. it's the little things that you notice. I know, let's say as you're driving down the roads, you shouldn't really be looking at the side of the roads. If you're me, you end up crashing into something or end up on the hard shoulder, or speeding, whichever of the above you want to pick. But it's good that, say, that it doesn't just concentrate on the main road. That as it goes either side, you've got quite a depth of sort of vegetation and graphics and stuff like that, to keep it, I suppose, obviously real. I guess that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's trying to replicate as you're driving down the road in normal circumstances, I guess. There's like a farm building there. You see the tractor in the field just before it. Cool, car's going really fast. Yeah, so it's. So I know this is an older game, but it is good that they are still developing it. It's good that they're still getting loads of different updates for it, and it's continuing sort of further across Europe. Hopefully, and I don't know if ever it would make it as far. It'd be great to see them try an English map and go across to sort of that side of things. Obviously, they're already in France with the France DLC, which I'm embarrassed to say we don't have yet, even though it's been out for ages. We don't have that yet, so I guess at some point, maybe in the next Steam sale, we'll try and pick it up and then head that way through. But yeah, it'd be good to see if it's like there's a way of maybe a ferry trip or Eurotunnel or something like that you could get on and head across to the UK and see what their take is on the UK, because let's say there's so far everything they've done with regards to Europe and places like that have been really, really good. It's probably not massively dissimilar depending on where it takes into account in the UK, what routes and stuff like that, to sort of this. There's plenty of places they could go to. So I'm not familiar with where Flixbus does actually cover in the UK. I don't even know if it is. I'd have to check that. I'm sure it probably is. But yeah, it'd be good to see if you could integrate the UK into some sort of map and maybe have it as a future DLC. We can but hope. You never know with these things. Right, so we've got 29 kilometres to go. Starting to build up in terms of buildings and industrial units, and there's another solar farm there on the left hand side. So yeah, starting to get a little bit heavier in terms of industry and stuff like that. So we're obviously approaching Prague, getting closer to Prague. Joining this traffic queue, so I'm not going to try and overtake new police cars. You can see the BMW. I guess it's supposed to be what is that? 5GT, 6GT. Not sure what the version is now. Another phone going off in the background. There's a lot of people who are very busy. Right, what does this sign say? Okay, I think we're going straight. Don't think we're going to Plzeň. Probably pronounced that wrong, so apologies if there's anyone from the Czech Republic here who I've just butchered their town name. But yeah, we're carrying straight on through. Good, speed limit's okay. So yeah, definitely you can see it start to build up. There's a lot more. If you look over to the right, there's a lot more buildings and castles and stuff that have now started to pop in. We've got, what's that in the distance? Is that like I don't know if that's a crane or something, but no. Yeah, a lot more office blocks. You can see it there. But yeah, so it's first impressions of the Prague DLC are really good. I think, say, as you come to expect really from a Fernbus DLC, it's very well designed, very well put together. Has, I suppose, authentic designs for that area, and say apart from the odd. Oh, look at that! Is that? Oh, that's a petrol station. I thought I was all stopping on the other side. I don't. It's like a. I guess I don't know what you call that. It's kind of like an outside meeting area. Alright, we've got, so there's the depot there on the right, so that's the Flixbus depot, so that's where we'll probably end up starting from in one of the next episodes. And then you head on in, so we're going over the river. Cool. Alright, this is going to be really annoying and probably really vibrating. I apologise if this is absolutely set off the microphone that's attached to my desk, because there we go. Cobblestone streets seem to be playing havoc with my force feedback, which is not ideal. Alright, anyway, so we're here. I completely didn't see that. So we've got the bus station just up here on the right, so we've got to take a right up here. Looks like a really tight turn to get in, so Let's try this. Let's try and take a swing as we go in, and try not to take everything out as we go in. Oh, up on the curb. Wow, look at that. That is not an easy stop to get into. So if you can see an outside view, look at that. So, yeah, that's definitely the bus stop. Probably should have got in the right-hand lane there. Anyway, let's go backwards. So let's try and see if we can do this for an outside view without hitting things. There we go. I think we just didn't take enough of a swing at this. I think that's half the problem. We just didn't take a wide enough to swing around. So let's head round. Alright, where's the bus stops? There's some bus stops here, some parking stops here. Oh, I can see it just in the distance there. So let's go over the speed bumps. Go. Bump over that one. I didn't even feel that speed bump. And then yeah, the terminus, sorry, it's just up here on the left. Let's go over there. Okay, there was a railing there. Okay, there we go. Right, perfect. So let's head on in. Go. Alright, we are mega early, but that will do. There we go. Let's put that there. So what is the time? 20 past. So, right, let's open our doors and we'll let these people out. Go. Right, we'll jump out ourselves and open up the luggage compartments so that people can get their luggage out. Yep, they're all happy. No, he's got his bag. He's fine. So we'll just leave the coach here a second. So let's just head on out. Just look at some of the sort of the architecture that we've got around here. So I guess there's a bit of work there in terms of scaffolding and stuff going on, which is really cool. Look at that. That's pretty cool. And then around the terminal, so you've got car parking. Look, new G-Wagon. Old G-Wagon, sorry. That's a new car design, isn't it, compared to the last one? So yeah, I think in terms of the main DLC, I think the first trip has been a good one. Let's jump back in and just get somewhere quiet where we don't hear the engine all the time. So let's end today's route. But anyway, let's log out and see how we got on for today's route. So, so we transported all the right people, we sold the right amount of tickets, all the stops were completed, we didn't need to refuel, and as I say, we drove 218 kilometres. We departed and were on time, didn't need to rest, so that was fine. Everything was on, which was good, the air conditioning was set to the right amount, and we played the announcement, so good on that page. We missed a couple of points because we damaged some property. One, which was that railing just as we came into the bus station, but everything else on that page was good. And finally, our driving behaviour. So as you can see, we drove on the road around 97.7% of the time, had no braking misbehaviour, no steering misbehaviour, we didn't hit any curbstones, and we managed to maintain the speed limit 96% of the time. So for that trip we gained 632 XP, and we now have a total of 48,242. Yeah, I think for today's route that will probably do us. As I say, in the next episode, as you can see, we're down here in Prague, so it's quite a few roads. We came in on the main road here to the bus station. There's all these different roads to explore here, so I guess as you go past and through is there. So yeah, I think probably next episode we'll go to Pilsen, and then down here to down here, and then yeah, one after that probably go Prague, Brno, which you can see is there. So there's quite a few petrol stations and a base, and then on to Ostrava, which is just on the furthest right there. So yeah, I think those will be the next episodes. We'll leave today's episode there, I think. So guys, if you've enjoyed the episode, please smash that like button. If you have enjoyed Bus Sim, Fernbus, any of the series that are on the channel, and you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please do hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the bell notification icon so you can be updated when new episodes come out. And as always guys, if there's any questions, queries, comments or suggestions for future episodes, routes or anything like that, then please put those in the comments section down below. But guys, appreciate you watching, thanks for your time, and look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care, bye.